And part of the reason we're having this difficulty with social cohesion is because we're social animals that depend on an imaginary order in our head. We depend on believing the same story as a way to feel like we're in a tribe together. And it's imagination. It's a story. It's in your head. And so when there was only one guy telling everybody what to think and feel, it was very easy to put one story into everybody's head. And you could tell if you were on this team with somebody if you believe the same story. Now we've got many talking to many, and the amount of stories and narratives that are out there are just infinite, basically. Yep. And so now there's going to be like an infinite number of tribes. And so we have a breakdown in social cohesion, which for a large nation of ours, social cohesion is really important. We're not living in a small little 30-person tribe where we have one story that we believe in and we can live together based on that. You know, we're 300 some million people. And the messed up and most difficult part is that your tribe isn't your neighbor. Your tribe is actually some guy that lives in Minnesota, another guy that lives in California, and another guy that lives in London. And so your tribe isn't your geographic tribe anymore. So now you got to rub shoulders every day with people that aren't your tribe.
So here's why I think Republicans are going to win. They are affected less by the rapid progression of media than the left is, partly due to the lack of high-speed internet in many rural areas that are typically conservative. So there's a couple factors here. That's one. Another factor is a shared identity under Trump. Trump is the dude.
Yes, but also nationalism. So nationalism is that imagined order, or that story that people can rally behind. And that I had a conversation on my podcast with a gentleman. Name, I'm getting old. Just the name just jumped right out of my brain. Oh, Bo Weingard. Sorry, Bo. Where we talked about how nationalism was like a cure for social cohesion. It's like we weren't talking about nationalism before, but now we are, because people need it. They need it because you need an identity. You need something to bring people together. And, you know, for me, when I hear nationalism, to me, it's like American citizens. It's not about race. It's not about gender. It's not about, you know, how long have you been in the country? It's about, are you an American citizen? And do you believe in the flag? That's the thing. Okay. The Democrats have in their caucus people that hate America.
Yep.
In the Republican Party, they're basically all like, yay, America.
Yeah.
Okay. That's almost good enough for me. Right? I don't want to be on a team with people that hate America, who believe that the whole thing is a racist oppression machine starting from 1619 that's perfectly designed in order to keep black people down. Never mind.
And that was fake news.
And never mind the fact that like Nigerian and other African American immigrants to the United States are like the highest earning people that come to the United States.
Or that some of the people emigrated here way later.
Right.
Like my family came here. I know I'm not coming from a black family. My family came here in the past like 150 years or something.
Yeah.
You know, so I understand the whole immigrant argument, but I wasn't a part of that. They try to rope it in though.
Right. So I don't want to be a part of a party that hates America.
So
bottom line.
So nationalism, you made a really good point. I can look to the conservatives and the right and identify one word. Can you look to the Democrats and identify a single word?
Hate.
I mean, I think that's obviously none of them are saying they want to hate.
Yeah.
But there is a strong hatred of the progressives to the establishment to the socialists, both to Trump, then to, you know, cis white heteronormative patriarchy. It's like, but in all seriousness,
Where's the love? That's what I want to know. I love America. Nationalism. I love America. I love all Americans. Go America. Let's take care of America. Love. That's love. Make America great again. That's love. There's love in there.
But outside of that,
love on
let's do this. I think it's fair to say. Would it be fair to say 100% of Trump supporters nationalism?
Pretty much, yeah.
Like obviously it's 99 point something. There's gonna be a few people who are like the accelerationists maybe.
Yeah.
If you said the word Democrat, is there a single policy or mission or idea that brings them all together?
There's nothing coming to mind.
The answer is no.
I can make some guesses. You know, definitely intersectional race stuff. Whatever, but
not even true.
It's
not even true.
Well, right. It doesn't unify the party.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at Joe Biden. Yeah. Intersectional doesn't play to him.
Right.
Medicare for all doesn't play to him. Socialism doesn't play to him.
Yeah.
Even Warren said you reject socialism. She's a capitalist. Globalism isn't it? I've heard people say that it's globalist versus nationalist, but the Democrats literally don't champion globalism. They're not walking around saying one world, new order or something.
No, but they do through their policy prescriptions.
Many of them do, right? And that's one of the things that's been scary is that going back to the point I was making about how Republicans have been a bit immunized from the rapid altering of media, The reason the Democratic Party in the debate stage raised their hand to give non-citizens taxpayer-funded health care is because they're being rapidly radicalized by these various social media platforms.
Yeah.
It's mostly Twitter, where you have a tiny pocket of fringe activists who are extremely loud, but who will threaten you and destroy you if you cross the line.
Yeah.
So here's my thing, man. I've never been. I'll tell you this. In 2016, I was sitting across from Cassandra Fairbanks, big Trump supporter. Is she still like?
No, I don't think so.
Not anymore.
Yeah, she's
off
the Trump train.
Yeah, over like Assange and stuff, probably, right?
Yeah.
But she was super ready for Trump to win, and I am just so over the cheating, the cronyism of the DNC that when Trump won, I just started laughing. I'm like, this is our world. This is what they get. It was like comeuppance. I didn't vote for the guy, but I felt a certain satisfaction in Hillary Clinton losing after what they did in the primaries. That's not democracy. So I've always been in that position, but it's never been hard for me to have a conversation with someone like you or to recognize that there's a bunch of hateful, violent, crazy people with crazy ideas and crazy ideologies slowly encroaching on what the Democratic Party is. But I'll tell you this, I held out. I held out hope, and it shattered with the Iowa caucus.
That's cute, Tim. Very
I know.
naive. We're going to throw that back and forth.
I know. But I was like, look, man, I know that Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard probably weren't going to win. But I hoped that for various reasons, them on the debate stage would do something to the Democratic Party. I, to a certain extent, can like Buttigieg over his more rational approach to certain policy ideas, but even he is not particularly moderate where the Democrats used to be. And it's not even about that, to be honest. It's about the rigging, the failures, the ineptitude, the media smears, the lies. It's just, I'm out. I'm done.
I think, actually, I've been thinking about your question as you're talking. I wasn't listening. I'm thinking in my head, of course.
Right.
Feminism, I think, is something that all those candidates can unify behind, thinking like they believe that they're feminists, right? They're feminists. And there's a lot that goes in that. It leads to a lot of disastrous policy ideas. It leads to, de-risking of the economy. It leads to slower innovation in sciences and industry. It leads to a million different things. It leads to destruction of the nuclear family. It leads to the lower marriage rates. It leads to, lower fertility rates. It leads to women being in their 30s not finding a mate because they make too much money and men aren't going to college anymore. So I think feminism actually is probably one of the more unifying factors of all of those candidates. And I think that it's actually one of the things that's leading to a number of problems. And let me just make this perfectly clear. I fully believe that every woman should have all the rights that they need to have, all the rights everyone should have. They should be able to do whatever they want, everything that, perfectly equal in terms of under the law and equal opportunity and all that. I'm talking about radical feminism now and sort of the long-term effects of what happens when you stop prioritizing family units in America and start prioritizing individual achievement irrespective of sort of family, which is, I think, what we're starting to see. And maybe we'll talk about this a little bit later. It's like, what does it look like in the dating and mating markets? What does it look like for women that are 35, have a college degree, make six figures and can't find a man? Let's
jump into that in about a minute. Let me ask you a question though, in terms of the unifying factors of both parties. Define feminism.
Define feminism?
Yeah. Well, as you see it, like the way you're looking at what unifies the Democrats,
right?
What does that word mean?
Well, to me, feminism means that there should be an equal outcome for everyone, so that everyone should be able to make the same money.
Socialism, or
make the same money, have all the same interests, believe all the same things, have the same tendencies, the same proclivities, the same psychological makeups. There's no allowance for individuality or differences between the genders. And I think that this is something that's really driving a wedge between people that see the world rationally and understand that men are bigger and women are smaller, and men like to take risks and women like to caretake. These are broad generalizations.
Right.
But when you put them all in the population, these are real things. The Democrats deny all of that. Okay. And it's not just the Democrats. It's in Google. It's into our search algorithms. It's in every corporate HR department in America, where if you don't have half and half, 50-50, then you're doing something wrong. You're a bigot, sir. You're a bigot, sir, because there's not 50% women and men here as trash collectors and miners. Oh, wait. They don't say that, actually.
So I have a simple question that actually will help someone understand what's wrong with that ideology. You're 6'4"?
Yes, sir.
5?
Yeah, 6'4". 5 in the boots, maybe.
And how much do you weigh?
I'm about 245.
Ask I'm asking each and every one of you listening or watching, would you rather have 6'4", 245 pound Jack Murphy kick the door into a burning building where you're crawling desperate for life, or a 5'5", 130 pound woman?
Right. Right.
I'm not saying that women can't be firefighters. There are a small faction of women who tend to be taller and stronger, and they pass the test and they do it.
My sister was a firefighter.
Yeah, and that's the truth about equality, that anyone should be allowed the opportunity to try. But there are some roles in our society that you're going to want 6'4" dude solving that problem for.
But you can't be a Democrat and have that position.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what my, Tulsi tried doing the olive branch with Republicans. They ate her alive. Hillary Clinton came after her. Andrew Yang has tried saying, stop complaining about Trump all day. He's not the cause of our problems. They boot him from some of the debates. They won't listen to him. He's not going to.
I couldn't tell you Tulsi's like platform, but I can tell you I like her.
Exactly.
Like I really don't know all the things she believes in, and like it would be irrational for me to know because she's never going to be president. She's not going to be president at least this cycle.
Right.
But I do like her. Like I like her energy.
Maybe when the Democrats wake up from a shocking double defeat with Donald Trump, they might snap out of it.
Oof.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show every Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., sometimes an hour or two. And we do have a full live recorded version of the show that includes a lot of comments and smaller segments you probably don't see. If you want to check that out, you can watch live at 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, or become a member of this channel. And for $5 a month, you get full access to all of the recorded podcasts. Every day after the show, we make them available in the community section of this YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe and stick around for more segments and more shows Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you all in the next show.